Okay, now we're going to look at rational exponents. There's some different ideas here. The first one, if you have an exponent to a fraction, like 1 over 2, that little number in the bottom is the root. That's the key to all these things. That's the root. So if you see 25 to the 1 over 2, it means the square root of 25. If it's 8 to the 1 over 3, it means the cubed root of 8. Okay, so that's what the little number in the bottom means. Everything else is about the same. When you look at one of these things here, this is the degree. So if it's a 2, it's a square root. This whole thing's called a radical. We say surd here. In the stuff inside's the radicand, and this is a radical sign. But that's not so important. What's really important is that you know that that little number in the fraction is the root. If you see negative to the negative 1 over n, you could think of it as, oh, a to the negative 1 and then to the 1 over n. So it's the nth root. Well, negative means put it in the other side of the fraction. So it's 1 over a, the nth root of 1 over a. And if you have m over n, like it's to 3 over 5 or something, that little number in the bottom is the root. So it's the nth root. And the number on the top is the base put to that power. So if you see 5 to the 2 over 3, it means the cubed root of 5 squared. The little number in top is the power it's put to, but the number in the bottom is the root. That's the key. So if you see 18 to a half, it means the square root of 18. If you see negative 125, that little 3 means its cubed root, but it's negative 125 to the minus 1, which is 1 over negative 125. And this is asking the cubed root of 125 is 5, and 3 negatives multiplied together will equal this negative 125. That's why your answer is negative 1 over 5. 5 is the cubed root of 125. So here's an example of 4 to the 3 over 2. It's really 4 cubed to the half power. It's the square root, we don't have to write the little 2 in there, of 4 cubed. Well, 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. The square root of 64 is 8. If you saw a negative to a half, your calculator won't like that because it's a non-real number. It's the square root of negative 81 is not a real number, and we only work with real numbers in high school. This 0.0008, well, it's the cubed root, but 8, that's the thousandths place. It's 8 over 1,000. Well, you can take the cubed root of the top and the bottom. The cubed root of 8 is just 2, and the cubed root of 1,000 is just 10. 10 times 10 times 10, and 2 over 5 is 1 over 5. Well, here's an example of a question where they're working out different things here. You're given a fraction here, and it's just a matter of figuring out the fraction. You go for a common denominator, and you go cross multiply top and bottom here by 9 by 4, so it's over 36. 9 minus 4 is 5 over 36, but dividing, this dividing line, it means dividing, so we tip in times. Those 5's cancel. You get 36 to a half, but 36 to a half, that means the square root of 36. I know that one. That's just 6. Okay, we've just got some questions that make us work with these fractional kind of exponents. Some are easy and some are a little bit tricky. So here they all are, and they come with the memo as